You will never want to eat another pasta again after trying this 3-cheese one. I start by adding here 1 teaspoon of salt to the water, and I add my pasta to cook. It is about 10.5 ounces of dry pasta. I will let it cook for about 10 minutes until it is al dente. Meanwhile, let's cut our meat to prepare a delicious side. I cut this meat into thin strips. I have about 1 pound of lean beef. This way it will be perfect to mix with our 3-cheese pasta. I finish cutting all the meat into very thin strips. It will be a delight. A 3-cheese pasta with beef that you are going to love. It is a very special recipe that you will surely make again. I already cut all the meat. Now I transfer it to the skillet to start browning it. I add 1 tablespoon of butter to sear the meat well. I let it fry so it gets a spectacular flavor. The meat has already started to brown. It released all its water and is nice and dry. It is the perfect moment to season. I add 2 minced garlic cloves, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of sweet paprika, and I add a pinch of black pepper to enhance the flavor. I mix all these seasonings very well and let the meat fry a little more. It is already well cooked, so I turn off the heat and remove the meat from the skillet. I place it on a separate plate to set it aside until the final assembly. Now, in the same skillet, I add 1 chopped onion to take advantage of all the flavor left behind. I let it saute for a few minutes until it softens. It is already well sauteed, releasing all its aroma. Make this recipe because it turns out delicious and surprises everyone. Now I add about 1 3/4 cups of heavy cream to start with the sauce. This will give it an incredible creamy texture. I also incorporate about 7 ounces of cream cheese, not to be missed. This way the sauce will become irresistible. Here we have the base for our 3-cheese pasta. I mix everything very well to combine the ingredients. It is a delicious cheese cream, ideal to accompany any type of pasta. I keep mixing until it becomes nice and homogeneous. Now I add about 1 cup of grated parmesan cheese and about 7 ounces of mozzarella cheese. I am using shredded cheese, but you can use it in cubes or slices if you prefer. You just have to mix so it melts and forms that creamy 3-cheese sauce. Look at the wonders forming in the skillet. Just keep mixing until the cheese melts completely. Now I add the meat we had set aside to incorporate it into this sauce. I add all the meat and mix it with the cream so it gets well coated. Look how it is turning into a spectacular filling. This really whets your appetite just by looking at it. Now I incorporate the cooked and drained pasta directly into the skillet. Mix it very well, so all the pasta gets coated in this 3-cheese sauce with beef. You just have to do it calmly so it distributes evenly. I finish by adding a bit of chopped parsley on top, which is optional but adds freshness. Look at this incredible dish with a spectacular creaminess.